Welcome to another episode of What Are You Made Of with your boy, the Unstoppable, Mike C-Roc. I'm in the house today with a friend of mine. I met actually at 10X Growth Con. We were on a big yacht together. I forget what it was called. But I'll have Alvaro. He'll tell me what that yacht's called in a minute. But Alvaro is actually from Madrid, Spain originally, and it's now based in Miami, which is one of my favorite towns, of course. He's the founder and CEO of Super Luxury Group, an acclaimed luxury real estate media network. Fueled by his passion for real estate, he's been working to enhance people's lives through homes while connecting and building a community of individuals that want to make this world a better place. Yo, man, what's happening, Alvaro?
What's happening, Mike? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to have you on the show. Good to see you too. We got the chance to have a little short call last week so that we could update on what we're getting into with the tech space and all that. But I want to welcome you to the show. We've been trying to get you on here since I guess that was March, right? And you're just a busy guy. So
no, come on, stop it. I always make time for you. But no, thanks for having me. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, no, I know you do. You do. But you just travel a lot, man. I mean, I thought I traveled a lot until I saw you in Huffit. You guys are world like globetrotters.
Yeah, I mean, we don't like to stay too long in the same place, I guess.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I watch you guys on Instagram and I'm like, man, I want to live like that one day when I grow up.
Come on, get out of here. You need to go to one of these trips one day. It's fun.
Yeah. Don't worry. I will. I'll be there. I'll matter of fact, you just talked about skydiving before we went on live here, and I'll skydive on somewhere and you'll see me coming out of the sky.
Hey, don't say it twice. I mean, come on, let's do it. That's why I skydive. I eventually want to do that. There's appearances and arriving in cool places like that.
Yeah, wearing what you're wearing right now. Just show up in your outfit, man. That'd be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, so look, we start the show every time with this saying back here on the wall. What are you made of, man?
Passion, man. I'm made out of passion and resilience. Honestly, I believe that anything in life, you need to put passion to it. Otherwise, it's not going to take you anywhere. And a lot of people get into their life projects, whether that's business or professional, with the wrong intentions or the right intentions. In my case, I believe that everything is about passion. If you do something that you're really passionate about, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your relationships, whether it's for your, physical, any area of your life, if you go with passion, you're going to find the right way to do it.
So that's your winning ingredient, passion, right? Where did that come from?
Resilience.
And resilience. Where did that come from? Like, take us back, man. Take us back to when you were a little kid, as far back as you want to. But what was your life like as a kid?
As a kid, well, I mean, I'm still young, but
little guy,
little kid. So, well, I mean, if I take it really back, and it's funny because I've never really been asked this question as a kid, but I always grew up looking up for my brother. My brother was a professional car racer. He ended up getting towards the Formula One, and he's somebody that I always really admired. And it's all about chasing your dreams, trying to improve, getting better. And I was a tennis player at the time. That was my sport. I've always been. And I believe that when you chase something that is inside of you as something that you're passionate about, is what gives you the footsteps to actually move forward. So tennis was my passion. I look up for my brother as, I guess, inspiration, and I went forward with that mindset.
Did you ever race cars too?
Man, I'm too tall. See, that's the thing. I guess okay. I got a different type of nutrition. I'm too tall to fit in these cars.
That's something that nobody has ever said, that I was too tall.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem, man. I'd fit right in the car. Maybe too wide because of my muscles, but so you're too tall to fit in. You got to be a certain height in those cars.
Yes, because the thing is that if you're above certain height, you're not going to fit well. You're going to start getting injuries. So you eventually will have to find something else. So
awesome.
They knew I was already heading towards becoming a tall dude. So they put me into tennis. And hey, great choice. Something that I loved, and that opened me a lot of opportunities.
And how far did you go in tennis?
So until I was in the last year of high school, I went to a professional athletes high school in Spain, where professional athletes from different type of sports got together. And, a lot of my friends from the class ended up winning gold medals in different sports and world championships. So for me, I ended up choosing whether I wanted to continue with tennis and try to get to the next step, which is, trying to get towards the ATP and the professional tour at an adulthood, or I wanted to go into school. Because in Spain, you didn't get really to choose something like in the States where you can do both. So I ended up going to the States and chase the American dream. It was really at the time where there was a huge crisis in Spain. My father got a heart attack. We really went through a difficult time. And that's at the time where I decided to choose that my passion could open me the doors to, find myself the American dream.
So are you a fan of Sergio Garcia and John Rahm?
Oh, yeah. John Rahm went to my school.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. Same school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how, like, you guys same age?
He's a year younger than me.
Okay. Okay. So do you know him, or was it a big school that you didn't?
No.
Okay.
Of course. High school. Yeah. It was a small school. It was just athletes.
Oh, that's wild, man. Okay. Yeah. I
Mhm.
guess Spain's kind of small too anyway, isn't it? Like compared to the United States.
It is for sure.
Did you ever play golf?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I love golf. In fact, I have one of my businesses is in the Dominican Republic in Cap Cana, where there is the #1 golf course in the Caribbean and Mexico. It's called the Punta Espada. So
Yeah.
every time I get an opportunity to go over there, I definitely enjoy playing.
What's your handicap? Do you keep one?
Yeah, I mean, come on. I do. I usually shoot around 80. I'm not like super good, but I get to enjoy.
So, but you shoot around 80. That's yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. I'll say that's good. I used to be
You
like
play
a
golf
3.
too?
Yeah, I used to be like a 3.5 handicap, but then
No way.
I stopped playing as much, and now I have a hard time breaking 80 right now. It drives me nuts because I don't like playing like I really don't like golf when I don't break 80, and if I'm not hitting like beautiful crisp shots, like just that compression feeling, if I don't have that, it's no fun for me.
I mean, golf is so frustrated.
Yeah, so I went
But
out
I
and
didn't know
played.
you actually played. Let's do it one day. That'll be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Oh no, without a doubt. Now that I know you play, we're definitely gonna play golf together. I live in a town in Ocean City, Maryland. There's probably 20 or 30 golf courses here. It's like a resort town for golf.
Oh,
And
wow.
we have some of the nicest golf courses. And but yeah, I just been so focused on the other things that I'm working on. I haven't played much, but I'm gonna try to
I mean,
really get back into it.
you got all the fun stuff around you, man. A few minutes ago, you were telling me about people skydiving above your house, and then this golf course. I'm like, I need to go visit, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. I think you need to teach me a thing or two about how to like accomplish goals, but also still have fun doing some other things. Because I go hard. So,
Yeah.
but hey, I have fun when the time is right. I'm trying to get this tech platform off the ground, and then we can all win and have fun together. So, but
100%.
yeah. So tell me, like, so when you came to the United States, did you speak English at that point?
No, matter of fact, I did not. I actually got into other languages when I was in school. I speak, German fluently, French, Portuguese, Spanish, of course. And my parents decided that English will be something that I will learn no matter what. So may as well learn other languages first. And I mean, here we are. We're talking in English, so I guess it worked out. But no, I did not speak any English at the beginning.
And then, so how long ago did you come to the United States?
10 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 27. I was 17 when I came here and got a full scholarship for tennis, ended up getting into school and really got inspired with the entrepreneur mindset. That's something that really from the very beginning got me to dream bigger and to really work towards your goals.
Yeah. So then how did you get into what you're doing now? Like, did that start right out of college or?
Well, I mean, when I was in college, I remember getting towards school and I saw a beautiful Audi convertible and the beach and everybody hustling. And I was like, oh my God, this is cool. So that's the first time that I decided to do a vision board. And I had the white Audi convertible, beautiful apartment facing the ocean, running a nice business. And those were kind of the things that I put in my vision board. And fast forward, 6 years, I ended up moving to Miami. I ended up getting all those things. And I was happy to be able to proceed with that route. My background, I did an MBA, I got my master's as well. Went to Harvard to do an executive degree while working at a marketing company. And, I was 22 and living the American dream, or what I thought it was. And it was right at that time where, for the States to stay here with a visa, sometimes it gets a bit complicated. So the company I was working at the time, they tried to sponsor me, but I did not pass that lottery that you need to do to, be able to be qualified to work in the States. So I had to leave. And it was that at that time where I'm like, wow, everything can just change immediately. And I felt for the first time that I was not in control of my future, and everything that kind of dreamed of or worked towards, it could just disappear right away. So I had to make a decision on what was going to be my next move. And it was that at the time where I didn't want to go back to Spain. Spain is a beautiful country. I love the culture. I love the people, but it's not built, at least for the great majority, for a hustler entrepreneur that wants to build a successful career. It's a different type of mentality. So I decided to go to the Dominican Republic, which is where my parents recently at the time moved. And, my father is a developer and an architect. My mother was doing real estate. So I don't know if you know the story, but, everybody in my family is kind of related to homes to a certain extent. My sister architect, my brother engineer. And
Oh, wow.
I was going to be an architect if I didn't come to the States, but I ended up doing more towards business and marketing. So when I moved to the Dominican Republic, it was with a challenge, right? I challenged myself to try something different. And it was right at the moment where my parents saw a property, and the guy that bought it is like, listen, I'm not going to be there more than a month throughout the year. So can you guys rent it short term? So my parents went ahead and said, like, look, you're the marketing guy, figure it out how you will do it. Here's a challenge. So I went, started to promote it, got into these OTAs, Airbnb, HomeAway, Expedia, started renting it out nicely. And then I figured that most of the properties there were empty because those are third homes, but beautiful, amazing villas in front of the ocean and nobody living there. So I started to door knock every day for hours on my suit, sweating like a monster, but hustling the way, saying to the gardener or the lady that was in there that I had clients that wanted to rent the place. And, fast forward a few months and the entire year, we ended up having over 100 properties in our portfolio to rent out,
Damn.
doing concierge, doing property management. And the next year expanded towards other countries in the Caribbean. And it was a beautiful beginning, which led fast forward to where we are today, because that company was not so much thinking big. And when I started to expand towards Europe and make it a little bit more high end, that was at the moment where nobody that really had the, ability to get this type of properties. And we're talking about properties that are 10,000 a night, 15,000 a night. Nobody will pay a Dominican Republic company to go to Ibiza, for example.
Right.
So that's when I started to kind of change the name of the company, start something new, put it in Miami base, got my investor visa, went back to the States and kind of hustled through to get that American dream, 2.0.
Right. Right. And so do you mainly handle rentals or do you do sales as well?
No, sales. So basically I wanted to create a ladder that kind of took me over to development. But initially, when you're getting into the real estate game, I wanted to start with super high-end clientele, working with super high-end product, understanding the luxury lifestyle that entails, and really getting myself to mingle with that circle. And the only way to really do it was by providing these experiences at these amazing villas around the world. And as a young hustler, got also invited to go into these places. So really got to enjoy luxury, understand luxury, really connect with amazing people around the world. And that's what became my biggest lead generator for them to present a business plan to a lot of these people saying, listen, this is a great investment opportunity, because the reality is that this property, if you look at the calendar, it's already rented 60, 70% for the year. The occupancy rate is huge. This is the margins that you will be making. May as well just get it, and this is a hot spot, income producing asset. So that was kind of like the way of acquiring leads and grew all the way.
Well, getting them into your ecosystem. You made the relationships with the homeowners. Mm-hmm. And when they wanted to sell, that you were there for them. And then you had the connection for them. Yeah. So you started it the right way for sure, man. Yeah, phenomenal.
It was an interesting journey, and I'll tell you that right now the whole concept has shifted a bit, and thanks to COVID, everybody makes adjustments. And for us, the whole concept was, okay, how do we not forget about the rental part, but focus now on the next step, which is the sales, and do it differently. And the whole idea is to kind of gather the same thing that we were doing with working with influencers, and we call it the celebritizing method, which is bringing public figures, collaborating with luxury brands, and really showcasing what the lifestyle is in this type of properties. And I believe that it's also, when you ask me about what are you made of, I think that passion is something that defines it well, because I always say this to everybody. You need to create a business that feels your passion. And I have a huge passion towards luxury properties, towards traveling, towards connecting with people, towards giving back, towards, making and enhancing people's lives better through what I can add value on. And when you choose that lifestyle first, then you figure out if your vehicle is going to help you get there. And this is exactly what this business does. This business is the vehicle to fulfill my life so that I can give also back to the people.
Yeah, man. Well, look, my passion is travel, luxury, hanging out in those places you hang out too. So I got to figure out my vehicle. I think tech can be that vehicle, though. I do think tech can be that vehicle, but we'll see.
I agree. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah. And the thing is too, like I have kids, right? I have a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old, and we got to, we have to raise the kids because we can't leave the kids and they're in school, but we could make maybe homeschool them possibly and take them around with us if we wanted to, I guess. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of avenues, but I definitely have passion for that lifestyle. Without a doubt.
Sometimes you need to just take a moment and visualize what kind of lifestyle exactly you want, and your vehicle, in this case, your business, how is that going to fit? I made adjustments because I didn't want to be the real estate guy from Miami like everybody else and be like, okay, I need to be in Miami and stay in Miami and be in Miami. And then 20 years later, I'm going to start working on this $20 million property. No, screw that script. I wanted to start working immediately with properties that are $20 million. So that way I could associate myself with all these real estate guys that already have these listings by providing something that they don't have, which is all these influencers, all these luxury brands, all this international network. So you basically redefine your script, and then you can present it like you do with the blueprint, then I can say, hey, exactly. Here's the blueprint. There you go.
So how did you get involved with the celebrities and the influencers and things? Like, what was the first step with that?
No, so I saw huge growth in influencer marketing in so many other areas, and it was not being utilized with real estate. So again, we're talking about years ago where I was already doing these villa rentals, and the whole concept was very straightforward, is bring the people that already have this huge exposure, that part of that audience could easily afford this type of properties. So not only I'm going to personally grow my accounts, personally and professionally, but also the product itself is going to gain value. Like when we rented properties to huge celebrities, like let's say Kim Kardashian or Kanye West, what happens is that when you then present the property to somebody, oh yeah, this is the property that we rented to Kim Kardashian a month ago. It's Kim Kardashian. Oh, yeah, Justin Bieber also stayed there. Oh, no way. It already has a different perception, So this whole angle is what we brought towards the actual sales as well. And look, funny enough, you met Hofid. That's how we actually met.
Is that how you guys met? Okay.
Yeah, we actually invited her over to stay on one of our properties along with her friends. And
this is, by the way, for the audience, this is your girlfriend. So
yes.
So just to clarify that the audience, yeah.
Who has won Influencer of the Year by Forbes, and it's a very successful businesswoman and influencer in the luxury space. So that's one of the reasons that I also saw the huge potential, even though we were doing it already. Once I've got to know her better and really understand our world better from other angles, not just the real estate, I saw huge potential. And here we are. Every month we have like home activations where we fly influencers to stay at some of the most incredible homes in some of the most exotic destinations. And guess what? Somebody has to be there. So why not me?
Yeah, man. I just love that. Love that.
And that's what opens you a lot of doors. So it's
But,
fun, it's rewarding, and
yeah, but
brings
look,
results.
this isn't something that you fell into. This is something that was by design, intentional, and I love that about this. The story was designed this way, and you could, a lot of people are living a life that they're not happy with right now, and it's because they made the decisions to do that. They've designed that, even if it's unintentionally, they designed that life that they're living, and you've intentionally designed this cool life, the one that you wanted, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future for you, man. What's the plan for the future? What's got you lit up about the future that you got your sights on now?
Ooh, it's exciting. I'm actually starting to work on a TV show. So we have the whole TV production company in place. We have HBO, Amazon Prime already wanting to take place into this show. It's all about what we do, the celebritizing concept, and flying the people into these amazing destinations at their homes and providing an experience. So we're starting to record at the end of this year, and hopefully by the beginning of next year, we'll already have the whole reality show series going on. But that's something that I'm really excited about, because it's kind of opening up more opportunities and more doors. And yeah, that's one of the many areas that lights me up. Another
That's
thing,
awesome.
obviously, when you look into your vision, right, like where you see yourself, at the end of the day, I want to become somebody like yourself or Grant Cardone that can also inspire many people's lives. Like, you have a beautiful and amazing book that when you read it, you feel that passion, you feel that energy that you've put into it. And I want eventually to start also getting my book out there, or to start speaking into big stages where I can communicate the message, because there's a lot of people out there that has so much potential, but they just, they're trading freedom for money. And as Benjamin Franklin said, those that trade freedom for money deserve neither. So this case is the same. A lot of people just like get comfortable with getting that job, and then they say, yeah, eventually I'll do this, eventually I do that, and then nothing happens.
Yeah. So I love that. Now I know this about you. So you want to get into that speaking and inspiration space, and dude, let's go, man. Let's make it happen. Like, right now that you said that, you got to do something today that takes you towards that direction. You know that, right? That's what that's what I'm going to challenge you with. So
100% happening. 100% happening.
Okay. Well, I'm holding you accountable. So you have to let me know. You got to send me a DM with what it is. I need to know what you're going to do today that's going to take you in that direction.
Oh, I'll send you 5 things that I'm doing today, this afternoon.
All right, perfect. I love it. I love it. So for those of you listening, pay attention to that. When you put a stake in the ground, you make a statement of something that's going to happen in your future. It's called causing and creating your future. You have to do something immediately to get a quick win to lead you in that direction. And that'll carry you 100%. Through towards it, man. And man, Alvaro, I'm so glad you came on, dude. And I'm glad to call you a friend. I'm proud of you. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Thank you.
You should be proud of yourself. I'm happy for you. Let's put it that way.
Well, thank you. No, and what you're doing, obviously, it's amazing. And I'm also, happy for you, because I'm sure you should be proud of yourself as well, because what you do is not only changing people's lives in so many areas, but you're also making something that can take everything to the next level, personally, professionally. And I'll tell you something, Mike, and this is, again, back to the point where we were saying, a lot of people, they don't think it's the right time, or maybe like later. Do it now. I mean, I remember last year, I went through a situation where I was engaged, and then the person that I was with ended up doing something that is not so nice. And I saw myself in a position of defeat. I'm like, I felt like my life was, this dream. Like I told you, I had many moments in my life where I felt like I was at a peak, and I'm like, wow, amazing. And then boom, slap in the face, something happened weird. And then you rebuild yourself, but you need to take immediate action. You cannot let that negative moment drag you down. So when that happened to me, first thing I did is, I'm going to challenge myself like I've never challenged myself. So the same day that happened, I Googled toughest challenge on earth. And the first one that came out was Ironman. And for those that don't know, Ironman is considered one of the toughest, in fact, it's considered the toughest sports event in the world during one day, which is, 2.6 miles swimming, 113-mile bike ride, and 26-mile run. And you need to complete it before 17 hours. So I signed up for that right away. Didn't have a bike, never rode a bike in my life, like, street, and never swam really. And maybe running, I was okay, but never did more than 10 kilometers in my life. Doesn't matter. Go for it. And then what happens is when you see me traveling, going to these events, amazing parties, a lot of people will be like, oh, I cannot do this. I don't have time to train. You are supposed to train 20 hours a week for a year at least to get kind of in that shape. Why? Why would you stop? Why would you stop? It's all mental. And I'll tell you, the reason I'm telling you this story, Mike, is because there is a good takeaway. Once I was done with this race, which I completed a couple of weeks ago, and I did it under 12 hours, which, is a good accomplishment. And as you said, you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of myself in that moment. But there is a big lesson, and that we limit ourselves so much. We think that we are reaching our potential when we are really just doing 30% of what we're capable of. I never swam like a quarter of what I did that day in the race. I never rode a bike at that level that I did that day. And I never run a full marathon ever in my life. So put the three combined, it's even more challenging. And
I love it.
I completed it faster than what I did individually while training. So that taught me, damn, why was I limiting myself? What was that belief? And it's about going. You put yourself, like you said, you put the stake on the table. You're like, this is what I want. No excuses. Just make it happen.
Damn, dude. I love that. Now, what was going through your mind when you were doing the Ironman?
A couple of things. So when I started swimming, 15 minutes into the swim, I got kicked out in my nose. I started bleeding. And first thought that came to my mind is, fuck, what am I doing? Second thought, immediately, because obviously you learn how to trigger. When I thought about that, I was like, no, amazing story. This is something beautiful. I will share and we will laugh about it. If it was, if it was an easy swim, then what's the fun in there? So I was excited that I was bleeding. I was like, cool story to tell. But then look, a lot of things happen within that race, crazy, crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, when you are getting closer towards the finish line and you're having full body cramps, you cannot even move, and you continue and you continue and you continue and you're closer, but the whole sun is out, it's dark, it's getting cold, it's like, crazy. You just keep on thinking, nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me. I know where I wanna be. I wanna be crossing that line. And you visualize already that moment so much that it's a reality. You just need to keep on doing it.
Damn, dude. I want to do an Ironman. I want to do one now. Where was that?
I did it in Mallorca, in Spain.
In Spain? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Damn, dude. I might have to do this now. Because that feeling, like that feeling, of feeling like you're gonna quit, but you still keep going. It's like it's an addictive feeling, man. And then when you finally win, and oh man, I eat that shit up. I love the fact that we're all playing at 30%, man. We all need to be playing bigger games. I talk about that all the time because I need to hear it when I say it. So look, man, I like I said, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. We learned a lot about you, and I hope people got something out of this. And how can people reach you if they're interested in renting a place, or what's the best website to take a look at what you guys have to offer?
So they can go straight to superluxurygroup.com. You can find all about us. You can also look into our Instagram page if you want to stay more up to date with what's happening. You can also reach out to me directly at A Nuñez Official for Instagram. I also have my own website, alvaronuñez.com, where you can see everything that I'm doing, which is related to the real estate, also the coaching, and some other fun stuff. So feel free to reach out, and let's make it happen.
You're the man, dude. You're the man. You're the man. I think I'm going to try to get down for Art Basel. So I'll let you know about that, brother.
Let me know. I'll be here. We'll be super excited to see you. So keep me posted.
All right, man. Well, you guys have been listening to the What Are You Made Of podcast with your boy, the unstoppable Mike C-Roc. And listen, this guy qualifies. He's in the Unstoppable Club, the Inexorable Club, Alvaro Nuñez Alfaro. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, be unstoppable.